Hey guys, JX here again today. Today we're going to join Trunks in his never-ending trips to the past and go back to the past ourselves and take on Super Perfect Cell. Now this event was it was actually the second Dokkan Fest ever to be released for Dokkan Battle. And I'd say about a couple months back they re-released it in a more difficult version, adding in the strength version of Cell, thus remaking the links needed for this fight reusable again. The link itself is a little link we've translated to something called Soul vs. Soul. What it does is it negates the enemy's ability to regenerate health and grants an additional +1 key to the character using it for that turn. Like all special links before, this one follows the similar rule that, as on screen we're currently fighting 5 Cell Juniors, this is not Perfect Cell himself, so even though we have the characters up here on turn and deck ready to go, none of the specialty links will be active as we're not fighting Cell, we're fighting Cell Juniors. So right here, this little battle is a little difficult as you're fighting almost a rainbow of Cell Juniors, and coming in here with the team that you've set up to negate and fight Perfect Cell himself, this might throw you a little aloof. But once the 5 Cell Juniors die, then the Perfect Cell fight begins. Speaking of that, it would be kind of funny. This would be the perfect time now to come in here with LR Gohan, and if it was like, how it was in the show, we'd walk in here and we'd have these 5 guys dead in no time. But as no one that I know, and most of the people you know, probably have never pulled LR Gohan, I may never see him in this lifetime. So until then, I'll have to deal with killing these little monsters my own little way. Setting this up, I'll have Vegito here block the first, 3 of them. Super Vegeta himself will do an ult. I'll try to get 16 to ult, and I doubt he will, but oh well. Like I said, the goal here is just to get rid of the Cell Juniors and move on to the next fight. Like, they're just filler content, and they're also here as kind of like a barrier. Since the difficulty spike from Tech into Strength Cell is about a year and a half's time, so it's a rather large leap. So I think it might also be a good thing for players coming in here and seeing how difficult this fight is compared to just singular Tech Cell, who you can kill in basically one turn. Down to 2. Good. Hero Trunks will have his moment to shine here. If we can set up the right amount of int orbs I want to have it. I'm going to take a guess that I can maybe kill the physical Cell Junior with him. Even though Trunks is at a disadvantage, it seems like it will be possible. Hero Trunks, the one that I'm using, I guess you can call him Spirit Sword Trunks. I don't really know the terminology we use for this Trunks, but what his deal is for every int orb he collects, he'll hit harder. And there was a few of them on the field there, but will it be enough to kill Cell Junior is the question. As he gets sliced down the middle. He didn't even lose half health, but oh well. Now Super Trunks, big buff boy there, will try his best. I think he killed him, which means Gohan will then kill the other guy if this worked accurately. Alright, good. And now we're down to the last one, which is a singular Agility Cell Junior. Now I have to contemplate if I want to heal now, to step up to the plate to Tech Cell, or just kind of leave this as is. I think... yeah, just have to deal with it. Oh well. Alrighty. So Junior's out of the field. Now we can actually start the Perfect Cell fight itself. Entering the battlefield here, he'll come landing down in all of his perfection and glory with 4 bars of health, and this is when the Soul vs. Soul effect actually takes place. He's not doing it in the first turn as he's full health, but if you look at the character icons down here, you'll notice where Cell's attacking. He's got 1 before Trunks and 2 before Spirit Sword Trunks, which means he'll be attacking 3 times this turn. When he heals, there'll be a different sort of icon down there. It's a little circular cell that has a plus icon with like a band-aid, typical nurse type thing. Once you see that, that means on that turn, Cell will be healing. So you'll need a character in front of him blocking with the orange link active. And once Trunks gets done throwing his ball of death here, similar to the last video with the Shadow Dragons, you'll know if the link itself is active by the orange fire going off. You can see down there that 2 of them are already going, but we're too busy playing Animation War here. Alright, 16 will do his useless amount of damage. Alrighty. Now you can see right there in the middle, you can see a normal link active. Now a super link is active. The fire is bigger. With Vegito back in the middle, it's a normal link again. There's just a little bit of a fire. And then switching it again, now it's a big fire. Once you see like that roaring flame around the two, that means the specialty link is active. Pop a little extra health, get that extra damage, and you can also see Cell here at the front of the page here. He's got the little heart next to him. That heart means that he's going to be healing. But since we have the link active and blocking him for that turn, he won't heal for nearly as much. There's no way to actually stop the heal unless you A, stun him, or B, skip his turn. But the proper way, I guess, to do this would just be do it exactly how I just did it there. You only heal for about 11,000, which isn't much when everybody's hitting for 200,000 to 100,000 to possibly even 500,000 to 1 million or more. Oh man, but this in itself is like a mini guide for Texel. Like the fight before this is just Texel himself. That's all it is. So if for whatever reason you need help on him, you can just watch this part and pretty much have the same little experience without the Cell Juniors. It's that much easier. But getting him out of the way, we now jump into the final form of Perfect Cell, or Super Perfect Cell, I guess. And he's got 5 bars of health and strength, so the dynamic here changes a bit. But the idea is still the same. As you can see, 17 and Trunks both share the link, so they have the fire active, but Super Trunks and Hero Trunks don't, as it's just a lesser fire for Hero Trunks. This is probably the time where, of course, you just break out some items here and there. I mean, it's the final battle. Typically, you want to save items for the final battle. We'll see how much damage everybody can try to output. 17 did practically nothing, but this is a hero-based team, so I'm not expecting him to. Super Trunks did about half a bar of life, and Hero Trunks may do similar. Yeah, about 305,000. Okay, there again you can see Cell will be attacking me 4 times. Actually 3 times and healing once. So again, where I mentioned the heart next to his name, not only does it mean that he's healing for that turn, but he also won't be attacking you. So the heart cell is basically him skipping his turn to heal. But since there's 2 icons there, that means he will heal and also attack me. But he won't attack me 4 times and heal. Again, I'll heal myself up. Get that basal attack. That's why I love those little Bulma items. We'll have Super Vegeta get ready to wallop him. He should do a decent amount of damage. He's a very outdated card now and still hasn't received a Dokkan, sadly. So I won't expect anything phenomenal, but we'll see. Yeah, 96,000. Well, I guess he tried. Now we'll have the Canon Golden Boy himself, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, blast him. If that was LR Gohan, he might have just been dead there, but I like the dream. Okay. We blocked the heal again for the turn previously, so we only healed, it looked to be about 115,000. It's down to 3 bars of health. We'll usher him away, yeah. Like I said, skipping his turn negates the heal as well, because as you notice, and as I keep saying annoyingly, at the bottom of the screen, as there's no cells there now, he can't heal or attack, so basically you consider his turn skipped. When he released, it's been so long it's hard to remember, but General Blue, the int character, is a star for this battle, as back in the day there weren't that many characters to get, and he was an SR card that it was easily obtainable, who stun characters, and since Cell on release was tech, everybody used this SR int General Blue, and he would just stun Cell every turn. He never even get a chance to heal or attack, so this event got, not really nerfed, but it's never really been that difficult from the outset. Even his comeback here wasn't really that great. As you can see, there's also this, now he's on his last bar of health, there's like these Japanese words flashing on his name. What that means is Cell cannot die now unless it's with a super attack. So if I were to attack him and get him to 0 health, he won't die. What that's flashing there is finish him with super or something like that, which, as it obviously means, he needs to die by a super attack. But since this is a video, I want to showcase what he can actually do if he heals. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move Vegeta away from Gohan to deactivate the Silver Soul Link. By doing this, he'll get his heal off. There you go. He healed for about 500,000. Now if I had the Link active, he would only healed for maybe 15,000. So again, those are the importance of links for fights like this. If you don't have like a team setup like mine where you can just kind of come in here and just willy-nilly it and you have to go by the straps of your boots, it's like, well, I really hope I had that active, because if you don't, he'll just never die. He'll just regenerate over and over and over. It's supposed to, follow the show too. Cell got blown up numerous times and would come back. But that is the end of our friend Super Perfect Cell here. One thing too before I head off here, if you're curious what characters have the Silver Soul Link, before the battle itself, click the little eye icon there. Once you click there, a list of characters with the applicable link will show up there. Until then, see ya.